Hey, Larken Rose here, and I'm sure by now you've all heard that Trump is going after Obama for the Russian hoax. And I'm here to tell you why this is so important and why it matters so much. It's not, and it doesn't. It matters not at all. Completely aside from the validity of the allegations. Maybe true, probably true. I don't care, and you shouldn't care either. Because what is it? What actually is it? Well, he's trying to tamper with an election. Oh my gosh. What do you think every party always does? Do you think any party or any candidate ever is actually trying to make sure that the majority of people get what they want? No, never, ever, in any situation ever. They're trying to get themselves into positions of power. So you have lying puppet of the state Obama, lying puppet of the state Trump, playing the stupid games, both of them lying their asses off constantly, in case you haven't figured that out. And now we're supposed to be super concerned that liar may have told this particular lie to get you to empower that liar instead of this liar. Who gives a shit? What the hell difference do you think that makes? By the way, Trump won twice. That parasitical, power-happy piece of crap won twice. Guess what? Obama won too. Did we get freedom and salvation with either one of them? Nope. Did we get a gigantic authoritarian ruling class and warmongering and war crimes and more pushing of the surveillance state and authoritarian bullshit? Yep. Why the hell would you care about a fight between two sets of lying assholes who both view you as livestock? Oh my gosh. We should be so concerned that slave plantation manager said some things about that slave plantation manager which weren't true, so we would vote for that. Who gives a shit? Do you really still think any of that matters? You think that makes any difference? This reminds me of the whole, the super-duper scandal of Watergate with Nixon, where one set of lying scumbag power-happy assholes secretly broke in and spied on another set of lying power-happy scumbag assholes. Why do I care? Why should I care? What difference do you think it makes to the human livestock that the power-happy evil sociopaths who grab the reins of government are lying and fighting over who should get to violently dominate you and rob you? Neither one of them is in favor of you not being robbed. Hell, Trump's out there bragging about, look at all the hundreds and billions of dollars we brought in from tariffs. And a bunch of his idiot supporters are cheering for it. He's bragging about taxing you, dumbasses. Tariffs are taxes on Americans. He's out there bragging about the fact that the ruling class stole hundreds of billions of dollars above and beyond what they normally steal from you. That's a tax increase on you. And some of you are still cheering for the plantation manager who's bragging about having robbed you more. We have a surplus. What's this we? The people you robbed don't have a surplus. Oh, you mean the ruling class got a whole bunch of money by stealing from the productive people? That's you, presumably, other than the feds watching this. And the fact that people are so attached to their oppressor of choice, our guy is on our side and that guy lied about stuff to get elected. It's so ridiculous what people care about. Now, of course, why is Trump bringing this up? Why are the Republicans making a big show of this? Jeffrey Epstein. Because they don't want you talking about that. Something where there are actually victims. Where people in power did evil things to real victims who suffered as a result. Not stupid power happy assholes lying about each other to see who gets to stomp on you next. And the fact that a bunch of Trumpites have the memory of fruit flies, and are like, yeah, go after Obama. He's not even in power, you dumbasses. What difference does it make now? They're not going to undo any election, as if that would change anything anyway. Keep in mind, Obama won and Trump won. And Obama won and Trump won. And you lost 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 every stinking time because you're the slave voting for masters. So the fact that anyone is still obsessing over this and the Trumpites with their fruit fly memories, yeah, go make an example of Obama. Why do you give a crap? If Obama got eaten by a moose today, what the hell difference does that make to you? Is that going to unbomb the people he bombed? Is that going to unrob you of how much you got robbed when he was the puppet clown on the throne, pretending to be in charge of anything? Just like Trump pretends to be in charge of it. What the hell difference would it make? Yeah, we're gonna bring Obama to justice. No, you're not. No matter what, no, you're not. He still was part of the machine that stomped on you and bossed you around and stole your shit. And so is Trump. And it's going to keep happening as long as you're dumb enough and gullible enough to have your focus be on this stupid game in which the guaranteed outcome is that you will be ruled and dominated and robbed by lying pathological psychopaths who are puppets of the machine, like Donald Trump and Obama and Clinton and Bush and all of them, going back for your entire lifetime. And the fact that anyone is like super concerned about Obama, it's not even an election. He's not in power. He's not anything. What the hell difference does it make to you whether Obama, who, yeah, he's a power-happy scumbag, he was the last competent, lying, slick huckster to sit on the throne. He was good at lying his ass off. He made lots of people think he genuinely cared about them. He didn't. He viewed them as livestock. He's a war criminal. He's an evil piece of crap, just like Trump, Bush, Clinton, Biden, whatever. What difference does it make to you if that particular crook has some comeuppance for lying his ass off, like Trump does every single day, and Biden did every single day, and all the Republicans do every single day, and all the Democrats do every single day? There's still a ruling class. This doesn't in any way disempower the ruling class. It just draws you back into this stupid game so you think that this stupid spectacle of choosing masters actually gives you some influence or gives you some power or somehow indirectly means that you're important because your lying piece of crap whose bullshit you fell for is going to make an example out of the lying piece of crap who the Democrats fell for. You're still livestock. Why do you care about plantation managers yelling at each other and putting on this stupid show? You're still livestock. They view you as livestock. They treat you as livestock. How long are you going to watch their stupid show and think it means anything? It doesn't, and it never did. Said this a million times, I'll say it again. Democracy is the best trick tyrants ever came up with to dupe you into thinking you have some say in the matter. Into thinking that, well, we sort of consented to this because they gave us two puppets to choose from. Either way, we were going to get stomped on and robbed, but that's us consenting, sort of. And in fact, that's them representing us when they boss us around and steal our stuff, because they let us go into a booth every few years and press a button in an election that is fraudulent on so many different levels. Even if it was an honest election, the entire premise is fraudulent. Oh, one of these people is going to beat you up and steal your stuff, but you get to choose which one, and that's just as good as being free, isn't it? No, it's not. Holy crap, how long are you going to fall for this? So, yeah, anybody going rah, rah, rah about the Russian hoax? Why do you give a shit? Why do you think it makes any difference? Why do you think it makes any difference whether the accusations are true? It may very well be. Like, they're all lying scumbags. And why do you think it makes any difference whether there's any consequences, which in reality there won't be? Why do you think any of that matters? You're arguing over which of two abusers of you prefer. Isn't it time you grow up and get your brain out of that idiotic, self-destructive paradigm and start maybe advocating your own freedom? I advocate your freedom. And most of you go, well, that's not utopian or something. I want Trump to be my enslaver, not Obama. He's a bad enslaver. Trump is a good enslaver. And the Democrats, no, Trump is a bad enslaver. Obama's a good enslaver. You're all cheering for your own enslavement. And even watching the spectacle and giving it your attention and your energy as they put on this stupid puppet show. As if it makes any difference who the puppet is. How long are you going to fall for that? Meanwhile, there's actual evil shit happening. Not just the Epstein thing. There's literal war crimes. There's the U.S. ruling class being accomplices to the just heinous atrocities being committed by the ruling class of Israel. That actually matters. There are real people suffering and dying as a result of that. Bickering over, this puppet's going to get that puppet in trouble. Holy crap, people. Stop being this easy to enslave.